Hi everyone, in today's lesson we're going to go over the first part of the listening test. As you remember, listening is the first part of the test. It is relatively the easiest part of the test, so this means it is a great opportunity for us to increase our score. So make sure that you follow everything that I cover in these couple of sessions and give yourself a good amount of practice so you can do your utmost performance on the day of the exam. So before we start, let's review what happens in the first part. So in the first part, we will listen to a conversation on a general topic. So it could be about any daily conversation between two people. Usually the conversation has to do with some sort of an inquiry into something. For example, somebody calls a travel agency to get some information about their packages. Somebody's calling a school for their extracurriculum classes and things like that. I mentioned calling because usually these conversations happen on the phone, and you will have to listen to get some really good information from the recording, from the people who are talking. And there's a great emphasis on things like spelling, phone numbers, addresses, and using a combination of words and numbers. Before we listen to the first example today, I'm going to walk you through some of the important things on the question that you need to really pay attention before you start listening. Okay, here's an example from previous tests. As you see, as usual, we have a section that we call the rubrics, where you have the instructions, and then you will see the questions in front of you. In the first part, you will hear to the recording in usually two sets with a small pause in between, but you're able to see all the questions in front of you. A few things to remember. Always read the instructions carefully. The instructions are very important because they show you what number of words you're allowed to use in the answers. So for example, in this case, it says one word and or a number. So the answer could be one word, the answer could be one number, or the answer could be a combination of the two, one word and one number. So the answer can never be two words or two numbers. So be very careful about that when you're answering the question. That's the first thing, first line of defense for you to pay attention to. The second thing that you need to really focus on is the instructions provided by the narrator. So the narrator, you will hear, will tell you exactly what to listen for. They usually will tell you, you're going to hear a recording between two people, blah, blah, blah. And then before you listen, take a look at questions number 1 to 5. Now, following this instruction is very important because the amount of time that is given to you before the recording starts is only enough for those 5 questions. Don't worry about it. For 6 to 10, they will give you an extra amount of time in the second part of the recording, so you will have enough time to prepare for that as well. Do not go ahead and do not come back. Always follow the instructions carefully. So you're checking number 1 to 5, you listen, you answer, and then you're given some time to listen to 6 to 10, you listen, you answer, and then at the end of the section and the end of this part, it will the test will give you some time to go back and check your answers. If you're taking the paper-based test, you can answer on the question paper. Don't worry about it. You will have enough time to copy your answers onto the answer sheet. If you're doing the computer-based test, simply type your answers in the section that is provided and you are good to go. Remember, computer-based test students, candidates do not have the extra 10 minutes at the end. So complete your answers as you go. Now, what should we do when we listen? When we are checking these 5 gaps, we need to first of all look for what kind of information we need. For example, for number 1, I read it very quickly. It says available for week beginning May. So definitely this is going to be a date, a number of 2nd of May, 3rd of May, 4th of May. There's going to be a number. Number 2 is definitely a price. Price of what? Cost for the week. So I can see the pound sign here as well. Number 3 says cottage. So there's got to be something related to a cottage here. And then number 4, number 5, number 6, all of the summary completion questions or gap questions like this, you will need to do this. You will need to make sure what kind of information you need. This will prepare you for exactly what you need to hear. Remember, as a last point, the information that you need for the answer are not on the question paper. And the second thing that's very important is that what you need to answer is usually stressed out by the speakers because it's important information, and in English we stress the important information. Okay, now let's listen and see how this goes. Okay, now we have listened. Section is over. It's time to check our answers. When you're practicing at home and you have more time, the checking is very important for you. When you check your answers, first of all, don't worry about the number of correct answers or incorrect answers. Try to answer as many options as possible, even if it is through guessing. Don't worry, there are no deductive scores in IELTS, so try to answer all the questions, even if you have to guess. The second thing that you need to do when you're checking is to make sure if the answer is not correct, why it's not correct. What did you miss? For example, if for number 2 you wrote a different number, why did you make that mistake? If it's needed, go to the back of the practice book or any source of test that you're practicing. Check the transcript, listen to the recording and read the transcript carefully. It will help you find the connection between the two parts. The important thing for us here is to find out the connection, why I made a mistake and why, what is the connection between the gap and the answer. So next time I am more careful, I am more aware, I am more focused, and I have a higher and better performance. But in the exam, of course, we don't have that much of time. They usually give you about half a minute to check your answers. In this time, come back. If you missed something, fill it out. And then for the rest of your answers, just make sure that they fit the gap. Read very quickly, make sure that they fit the gap, and then double check that you have the right spelling and that you haven't changed the spelling from what you heard in the recording. So if in the recording, for example, they used something with an S or without an S, make sure that you have copied exactly what you heard from the recording onto your answer sheet. All right, this is about part 1 in the first section. As you saw in the example, we have 10 questions that we need to answer, and the answers are usually about spelling and numbers, phone numbers, addresses, prices, and things like that. So if you missed a lot of answers today, make sure that you listen to more conversations like this in your daily life. So there are hundreds of thousands of podcast links and recordings available on the internet about numbers, phone numbers. Make sure that you listen to them on a daily basis so that your ears and ready to pick up the information as quickly as possible. Remember, in the IELTS exam, we listen only once, and we need to be able to do our best in this one-time recording, one-time listening, and then make the best out of it and then complete our answer sheet as much as possible. So if you haven't listened, please listen to the recording today and share your answers with me. If you have any questions about this section, don't forget to ask me. You can also download the recording in the resources section below this video. So make sure that you do it before we proceed to the next part, and then share your answers with me. I will check them for you. I will tell you a little bit about what you can do to fix the problem, if there's any. Thank you very much. On the next session, we will focus on the second part of the listening, which is a bit more difficult. So as we go further, it gets more difficult. And then let's see what happens. Thank you very much. I'll see you on the other side.